Okay, we're going. Okay, so we're talking about done bits and memory latches. So, come on over here. So we take a look at this. I press play, and if I press the button down, okay. Guess what? Here's the event. The event is me pressing the button. Okay, now, this records the fact that the event has happened. And let's take a look at this here in this latch, in this memory latch. So if we take a look at this circuit, this tells us that the event has happened. Because if I close that, that becomes closed. And this latches on to the fact that it has happened. Now, if you were to ask this rung, hey, has the event happened? It would say, yep. And if you were to say to that rung, is it still happening? The rung is going to be like, I don't know. All I can tell you is that I have the memory of it happening. I don't know if it's still happening or not. So the second rung is this. As long as my finger's on the button, that's open, right? Now, it just so happens that when my finger's on the button, that latches onto the fact that the event has happened, so that is now closed. Now, when I release it, this tells me that it's no longer happening, or specifically, all this really tells me is that the event is not happening. This is telling me that it did happen. So the logic here is that it did happen and it's not happening anymore. And the next time I press it, it kills it and turns it off. So we have two rungs here. One is the memory latch and one is the done bit. The done bit tells us that an event is done, right? The memory latch tells us the event has happened. So there's a difference between an event happening and the event being done, because when it's done, it's not happening anymore. So that's why we call it a done bit, and that's a memory latch. The logic of this is that the event is not happening. The logic of this is that the event has happened. When we put these together, we can then tell whether or not the event is done. Thank you very much.